A few years ago, I was doing a lot of succulent propagations. And during those propagations and transplantations, I had two containers with me. One container, I'll throw in all the leaves that detached during all this process. And in the other container, I'll just stick all the bare stems that I had to cut off during the transplants. Both the containers did amazingly well. So I transplanted them in a bigger container. And 3 years later, lo and behold, this is how it looks. Hi, this is Ruchi, and let's talk about ghost plant care today. Ghost plant is an evergreen succulent that can be grown in warmer regions as a perennial. They are hardy in zones 9 to 11. In zones 7 and 8, you may have to bring them inside in winters or protect them somehow. It's a beautiful plant that grows easily and it's pretty much maintenance free. In fact, it likes neglect. The leaves are fleshy and grayish and they grow along the stems, forming a rosette at the tip. They do produce yellow flowers in summer, but their beauty lies in the leaves, not the flowers. They grow very quickly, often leading to a long trailing stem, which makes their rosettes spill over the rims of containers, looking absolutely beautiful. Ghost plants got their spooky name due to the powder-like coating on their leaves, giving them a frosted, ghostly look. This coating is called pruenose or farina, which are both more names for apicuticular wax. This powdery wax coating is an adaptation these plants have to protect their leaves from UV rays, water damage, and moisture loss. You may notice that your fingers will leave smudge-like imprints on these plants, but little bit of smudging doesn't hurt the plants and they still look beautiful. Like most succulents, they like fast draining soil. You can use cactus soil, or if you want to use general purpose soil, add some perlite and coarse sand to it. These plants like partial to full sun. Their colors will change significantly based on the exposure to sun and temperatures, maintaining a pale bluish color in shaded areas and a pink, purple, or even yellow color in full sun. If they don't get enough sun, the leaves will be spaced far apart, and that should give you a hint that it needs more sun. It's better to water them less than more. It has thick leaves that stores a lot of water, making it drought tolerant. However, if it doesn't get water for extended period of time, the leaves will shrivel. Although some leaves will drop naturally as the plants grow, if the leaves are dropping a lot, that means the plant is drowning in water. You need to hold the water. In summers, once a week may be enough. In winters, perhaps once in 15 days is enough. But in general, always let the soil dry before waterings. Most succulents do not like fertilizer, and ghost plant is no different. When I repot the plant every few years, I put fresh soil, and that's enough for them to grow healthily. They don't get many pests unless you are growing them indoors where it can get mealybugs because of no sun. Also, indoors, it may become leggy unless it was getting few hours of direct sun. If you see aerial roots growing from your plants, meaning roots that are above the soil in the air, it could indicate one of the following issues. Number one, either the plant lacks water, or number two, it is in very humid environment. In both the cases, it develops these roots to absorb moisture from the atmosphere. The third reason could be that it's not getting enough sunlight. So it develops these roots to support the elongated stems. So depending on the reason, you could take an action. The stems and leaves are really easy to break. So be very careful when you are handling them. Also, if you have pets, if they just touch the plants, a few leaves will detach. So you may want to keep them out of the reach for your pets and kids. Propagation of these plants is easy. You can take some leaves, put them on top of the moist soil, keep it in indirect light, mist them every day, and they'll soon produce roots. Basically, create a humid environment around the leaves, and they will root, as I said before. Most of the times, the broken leaves grow roots even if you didn't do anything special for them. For example, as I was cleaning under the planter, I noticed some leaves growing aerial roots and new plants without any assistance from me. That's because under these big branches, they are getting shade and they are broken off, so they are looking for water and nutrients, and they developed aerial roots to get it from the atmosphere, as I said before. Another way to propagate is via stems. Just cut the stems, let the callus form, and then stick them in the soil, and they'll quickly develop roots. That's how this whole thing started. As I was saying in the beginning, I had one container in which I'll just throw all the leaves, and another container in which I will stick the stems, and they both grew beautifully. Some people prefer to keep their ghost plant trimmed to create a fuller shape, because wherever you prune, new branches will come out below the cut, making it fuller. Alternatively, you can allow it to get a little leggy. This allows the twisting stems to climb out of the pot, cascading down, like I have done here. So I would say that you can't go wrong with this plant if you get some direct sunlight in your house. You don't even have to buy this plant. Just ask your friends or neighbors, and they'll be happy to give you a few stems and leaves. Stick them in fast draining soil, keep it in partial sun, water it a little bit, or maybe just mist it and forget about it. So I hope this video was useful to you. If you have any questions, leave me a comment and I'll try to answer as soon as possible. If you like this video, press the like button, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to share it with your friends and family. And I'll see you next time. Happy gardening. Bye.